Hello everyone, and welcome to today's daily challenge here on December 4th, 2020. So today we have the Friday Stinger, and some unfortunate news about this Friday Stinger. You actually cannot complete it unless you have Pat. I spent about an hour trying to figure out if there's any other towers that you can use to beat round 50, but because the Moab health is 2000%, not to mention that this is double HP Moabs, it is quite literally impossible to beat this challenge unless you have Pat enabled. So if you do have Pat, then perfect, you'll be able to complete this challenge just fine, and I'll show you how. We'll get started by removing this rock right here to reveal some water, in which we will go ahead and we will place a sub. So I like placing the sub just about over here. Basically like in line with this crack just over here. The reason why I choose to do that is when we go for a reactor, the radius is able to reach all the way to the edge over here, so I felt like it did enough damage. So we're gonna go ahead and we will start the round, and basically when we have enough money, we are going to be getting twin guns for the sub in order for it to pop the balloons even faster. And we're going to get an ice monkey as well. Just give it 1 second. Perfect, there's that ice monkey, and we're going to place it just inside of this little crevice over here, as you can see. This one we're just going to be upgrading to 012 is what we're upgrading it to. And then finally, once we can afford it, we're going to go ahead and get an air burst start as well, so that the reactor pops these balloons even faster. There we go. Finally, one last thing that we have to do to complete this challenge is actually put down Pat right once we can afford him. And then we're actually not going to have to do anything all the way up until round 50. So you notice that there's super buffed ceramics, but because the ice tower has a permanent stall on them, it gives the reactor enough time to do damage to the ceramics in order to pop them all successfully. So you'll notice, pretty easy there. We now have enough money to afford Pat, so I chose to put Pat just over here. So this way he gets this sort of round area and this bottom portion as well. And go ahead and just put him on strong. That's all you need to do up until round 50, so I'll see you guys then. Just as a side note as well, I did film another video yesterday where I basically went over the new 22.0 update, where I talked about the Darling gun along with the new map and everything. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, I will put that in the link in the description down below, so you guys can check that out as well after watching this video. Alright, so here we are on round 50. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to place a boomerang monkey right beside Pat in order to get the buff from Pat when we use the ability. And we're going to upgrade this to a 024. We're actually going to go ahead and get another boomerang monkey, and we're going to put it once again in Pat's radius, and we're going to upgrade this one to a 024 as well. So now we have 2 Moab presses, and then finally we're going to get a Moab glue as well. We won't be able to afford it just yet, but we're really close to it, so we'll be able to afford it during the round. And be sure to put both of the Moab presses on strong, just to be sure that the Moab presses are only targeting the Moabs and not the ceramics as they're getting decamoed. So we'll take this round slowly just to show you guys. So for round 49, I just thought to use the ability. I was just curious to see what it would do against the ceramics, but obviously these towers aren't in the vicinity, so it doesn't really work. So basically what we're doing is right once we have the ability up, we're going to use it, and that will basically help the Moab press do even more damage. So as you'll see, it's basically a permanent stall. So we're just stalling it all the way up until we can afford, or up until we can destroy the Moabs. And then the ceramics are taken care of by the ice tower, as you can see. So there was Moab glue that I just went ahead and got. Just put it on strong just so we don't have to worry about it. All we're going to be doing is just using the pad ability as it comes up. So it's almost up, so we're just going to be using it once again. There we go. So there's one of the Moabs easily taken care of. There's the ice tower that just catches the ceramics to make sure that they don't leak. And then the reactor does enough damage to the ceramics to pop them in time. And then in the meantime, our defense will go ahead and pop the other Moab. So there we are. And that is it. That is basically the challenge. From what I could see, there isn't really any other solution, but if you guys had any other creative solutions or anything, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. As I mentioned before, I did upload another video yesterday about the Dartling gun, so please be sure to check that out. I have the second part of that video coming out later today as well, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Take care.